welcome back to Reading for Lists, where we review, discuss, and reimagine popular movie lists objectively. We're your hosts, I'm Jerry.
And I'm Brad, and on this episode, we'll be exploring number 55 from Ranker's The Top 90 Heist Movies of All Time as of January 1st, 2025.
All right, number 55 is Brothers, directed by Max Barbakow, written by Ethan Cohen and Macon Blair. Cinematographer is Ivan Tran, edited by Christian Hoffman and Martin Pinsa. Released in 2024, starring Josh Brolin, Peter Dinklage, Glenn Close, Marissa Tomei, and Brendan Fraser.
Two criminal twin brothers, one trying to reform, embark on a dangerous heist road trip. This movie's funny.
It's so funny.
There's a lot of funny stuff in this movie.
It's really odd, but it's like...
Well, I mean, that goes back, like, you're like, did you know that, like, Ethan Cohen wrote this? I'm like, well, you can kind of tell. It's got that sensibility.
Yeah, it does. And, like, once I saw that's his name, I was like, oh, that makes complete sense.
Yeah.
Look at this cat.
Yeah.
Brolin, Peter Dinklage, Glenn Close, Marissa Tomei, Brendan Fraser.
Yep, you have two Oscar winner or three. Has Glenn Close won one? I can't remember. Didn't we talk about this?
I feel like
we talked about it, and I think she's been nominated but hasn't won. But the other two have won, and I think Brolin's been nominated once.
Peter Dinklage has an Emmy.
Yeah, like cast is pretty good. Like this is the opposite of the last movie we discussed in terms of the cast.
Yeah.
Like everyone is like really, really good in this movie.
Yeah.
And it's super funny and it's ridiculous. I love like Josh Brolin in comedies. I don't think he gets to do it enough.
Yeah.
And I think he plays this guy, like this guy is such an interesting character because he's kind of a criminal savant where he's like really good at criminal stuff, but otherwise he's really, really dumb. Like he's really good at like breaking into stuff and safe cracking and all that kind of stuff, but everything else he is just an absolute babe in the woods. He's an idiot.
Yeah, he's really trying to like
turn his life around
about his brother, and it's just so funny. And Peter Dinklage, dude,
he's so good.
He's so good, and he's hilarious in this movie. And that's all he knows is that's what his mom.
But he's also not life dumb. Like he's the quote unquote like mastermind.
Yeah.
In this situation, but he's not as good at the crime stuff. He's just better at the other stuff. So they actually kind of make a pretty like formidable team when they're doing stuff. But it's just like, yeah. And then like Glenn Close, oh, come on. She's like the worst mother of all time. She's so bad.
All time. But it was great. It was a cool, different heist story. I mean, it had the same principles as like all the other heist stories, but had a good subplot, and it had a freaking gorilla in it, for God's sakes.
Well, it's an orangutan. It wasn't a gorilla.
Oh, sorry, gorillas. It's an orangutan.
Yeah, and that scene is so inappropriate and funny, and oh man,
it's so funny, but you feel really icky about it.
Of course. But the best part is how he like reacts to it. He's just like telling people about it, like he's just not like it never happened. It didn't happen.
Yeah.
Brendan Fraser's great.
He's great. He plays kind of a funny bad guy,
And he's like, that's the funny thing about this movie is everyone's a dumbass.
Yeah.
Except for like Glenn Close is not a dumbass.
No, she's just a horrible person.
She's just a horrible person and a horrible mother. But like everyone else is kind of a dumbass.
Yeah, agreed.
And like it all comes like hitting each other. It does. It really works because you're just like everything that happens is so absurd. But it's really, really funny. Like I found myself laughing out loud quite a bit when we were watching this.
And Marissa Tomei is great.
Yeah.
Great, like flighty.
Yeah,
like bohemian kind of.
yeah, she plays that role well.
Yeah, she does. And yeah, it's really good. And Josh Brolin's such a great actor, and like, but like you said, you don't actually see him in a lot of movies. He doesn't have like he's not like Tom Cruise. He's probably got like a billion movies to his credit, right?
And Brolin tends to like he tends to have smaller parts in more movies than he does. Like, because you don't think you're like, oh yeah, he's in that, but he's only in it for 5 minutes or whatever. He's kind of more that,
Yeah.
like what you call it, that new Ryan Johnson Knives Out movie.
Oh,
He's
sure.
he's in like 20 minutes of the movie,
Yeah, because yeah,
maybe.
he wasn't very long. Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of about him, but he's only in maybe like at most a third of the movie.
Yeah.
So he
Well,
does that. He does that a lot. He doesn't. He's not like the main guy, like No Country for Old Men. He's not the main guy that often.
yeah.
He's usually more of a supporting person in movies.
Which is interesting to me because you would think that with his his experience and everything, you think that they would have kind of gone like the action leading man route. Like I don't know why that didn't happen.
I mean, I think part of it is because his dad went that route a little bit.
Ah,
Like he didn't want to go like I don't want to be like the Death Wish guy's dad or a son. You know what I mean? So he
yeah,
went like kind of a different direction.
yeah, that makes
I, so I just think he is more interested in that, and he probably got some influence from his stepmom a little bit too. So
yeah. I was listening. He was on Smart List. It was really interesting to hear him and like Jason Bateman talk because they've both been in the industry for so long.
yeah,
And
they're both kid actors too.
yeah, exactly. And you know, he's very deadpan. Like
Yes, he's
very
super funny. Like he's so dry. His sense of humor is really dry.
and I pick up he's kind of got that thing like my dad had where he's like really good at storytelling.
Mm,
Like he's telling them stories about like his dad and things that happened and stuff, and it's very engaging,
yeah,
and he just has that. So yeah, I mean, this movie was great. Had a lot of fun watching it. It was
yep,
nice little spin on a heist movie since we've been watching cookie cutter stuff all the way through.
yep, yep. I gave this one a 68. You gave it a 69. So the list score 68.5. So a little, kind of a little uptick here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so that is our take on Brothers.
Yep,
Um,
definitely check this one out. This
yeah,
is a good one.
it's gonna be worth your time, especially if you love comedies.
Yeah. If you
Uh,
if you like if you're into like the Coen Brothers comedy or something like especially like it's got a lot of vibes to Raising Arizona.
yes,
If
not
you like that,
quite
if you
as
no, it's not as kooky as that movie, but it's kind of got that sensibility to it where the characters aren't too bright,
yes.
and everyone, which kind of makes everyone kind of on the same wavelength. So you've got like this like confederacy of denses like on screen all together, which is kind of fun.
Wait,
It's kind of got that act that what's that?
Raising Arizona a heist movie?
No, no, I mean not unless you consider like uh kidnapping a heist. I mean that's what they're doing. They stole a kid.
Huh.
It's got I mean it's got heist elements, but generally a heist is stealing a thing, not a person. So
Well, I mean, we have had a couple of heist movies on here that,
this is true, but it's not our list.
sure. All right. So if you would like to comment, please do so. We would love you to subscribe to our channel. You can do that as well. If you'd like to talk to us directly, please do so at Rating the List. But that's it for now, Jerry.
I'm Brad.
and we're rating the list. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.